makes sense again this game because it's supposed to be the OD who's like the real game winner, I suppose.
He's also been pressured in his lane too, so it helps him stay alive and go back to jungle if needed.
Yep.
Look at Faith Beyond. Just farming. Double creep wave, runs it in a circle. Now going to show up, and Monet's actually in a lot of trouble here. Does have her ultimate though, so should be okay. No stun. Really well played though, saving the mana. Sentry arrives thanks to Lana, and they find another kill. OD ult mid. Lina in trouble? Should be fine. It's one of the benefits of the Lina versus OD. You have so much intelligence that the ultimate doesn't even really do damage, in fact.
That wasn't close at all.
It was 61 int to 62, so.
Drained her mana. That's about it.
Triple Shrine, some solid efficiency.
Flyby misses having the Bassi from Landham. He's queuing one up himself.
You can make Vlads anyways.
Yeah,
and it's like one of those items. Do genuinely think a lot of supports could just hold at all points in the game because usually your supports have like one extra slot that they can use.
That's on Faith Beyond.
Okay. Have a cool way to defensively protect yourself.
Interesting. They do once again kill Flyby down bottom, man. He is having a tough time after a solid start. Faith Beyond as well. Both offlaners in some trouble.
Oh no, the range creep betrayed him.
Dire's bottom tower is being chipped away.
You were the chosen one.
What? This is Gabe Newell.
Alas, that's incorrect. Double kill for the Lina.
Double kill.
It's like they use God's strength to kill the tide down below. But back to the Bastion support thing, like it's 2 extra armor for you and your allies and a huge AoE, and it's not an expensive item, only 500 gold, so and then if your offlane builds of Vlads, all of a sudden you and your team just have 6 armor for free.
Yep.
Well, not for free, but you know, it's a lot more. Helps for pushing all that stuff. Helps against Sven and cleave. Like now that this is all just reducible physical damage, it all makes a lot of sense.
Oh, this is
good time of Kraken.
It's one of those games that I feel like won't really. You're gonna see kills traded, but neither side really has that ability to push tempo. Unless the enemy side like goes a couple of fights here and there. I think once we see roster wars picked up, perhaps EHOME can look to get aggressive, but you know, it's really predicated on all the support sitting 6. Thank God for those double tomes, man. I love tome. It's one of my favorite changes, I think, in the new patch.
Why, just so you can allow more hero variety or something like that?
I just hate when supports are out of games, and it always felt like, you know, needing to go sit in the lane for 2 minutes just to be able to play Dota.
Which like makes the game boring and slow, basically. Going on Sven, here comes a glimpse back. No ulti yet, of course, only level 4 here, but there's a follow-up disable. It's actually pretty bad for Sven. Very bad for Sven, easy kill, and Monet rotates over, now going for Xing Q as well. The dot under tower, not too much more disabled though. The old death shackle.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Waste some time.
That was a good 1/10 of a second wasted.
Yeah, and this is looking good for RNG already. They have the easier time to plays, and they do have a slight edge with that first rotation. It's almost, speaking about the part of why I like them is because previously we saw supports often just like kind of trading, like the 5 would be in each respective safe lane. This is another move that's to mirror the carry rotating to the off lane. Whoever does it first often has an edge.
We could definitely kill play here.
It's hard for anyone to TP in against the Disruptor as well. Can't.
That's a good point, yeah. Especially with this mini glimpse.
Yeah, Landham just kind of went back to the, I guess, more standard build. Or more common build.
They just recognize that they're able to win fights right now. Especially against like Sven and stuff like that. They have range advantage. Like nobody's gonna be as strong as Troll as Troll is right now with Blind, because Blind both counters OD and the Sven. So it's like they can just abuse this range and glimpse. Okay, that'll spot for sure. Landham might die though. He burrowed already. Oh, huge ice blast actually catches almost everybody. Monet pretty low, but he's running away. Faith Beyond still playing in the sandstorm.
He's holding onto this tower for a long time. He's doing a really good job. Gotta say.
Beating on Dire's top tower.
Figuring out where the sentry was, staying away from it.
Yep, and this is buying space for top lane, where EHOME are actually going to claim their tier 1.
All right.
Oh, you mean his range creep is going to claim tier 1?
Because last game the issue was that they, like, part of the issue last game was that EHOME lost 2 tier 1 towers without taking one. in response. But this time around, they're the ones to get ahead on the trade. They hold their bottom tier 1 and they take the top. So Sven's got a lot of room to work with now in the Dire jungle, but RNG can't make the same use of the Radiant jungle. So they're going to pull ahead. I think they'll equalize and then get ahead on the net worth in the next couple of minutes. Because RNG haven't completely given up on taking this, but they have split up on the map again.
But they are getting to the point where they're going to try and make things happen. Setsu finishes up the Yules. Monet going for his typical Maelstrom build. And, you know, never end, actually. Once again, this Mask of Madness Blink Dagger. I'm a big fan. Full points in the stun as well. We talked about this. This is his favorite build. It's a unexpected amount of damage he can output once he gets that level 12 blink timing.
It's just by far the most damage you can get with the least gold for tempo. 1775 is like a whole 900 gold less than an Echo Saber, and you're getting 110 attack speed, which Echo is probably like pseudo 30 attack speed or something, I would guess. So it's going to do way more right now. He's going to be able to jungle more. He doesn't have to farm in safe places.
Bottom lane.
It's not all bad for the Radiant side.
Dominating performance. Double kill.
Another double tap for Setsu, though. They do bring 4 heroes. Lanham dying. Oh, well, they brought 5. Lanham just, of course, going down at the start of the engagement. They do clear up the tower, which is big.
The one thing about Lina is that, when I was talking about the Lina during the
Holy shit, hold up. Double ward trap. Oracle will pop the ultimate, but that's right in front of an OD. He's just going to get free intelligence. Drops the hammer as well. Flyby with the ult. Monet trying to catch up here. He's going to look to get Zenq. Of course, Oracle took a little too much damage to try and survive.
He didn't get any heals off after his ulti popped. Lanham chasing. He's going to be able to pull the OD back.
Oh, this is dangerous for the
so
Monet.
Oh, great shackles once again.
A ult.
Static Storm to stop the shackle too. And that'll be the full disengage. Oh, never mind.
Nice clips. There's no shrine up for another 3 minutes, so it does look like the RNG heroes will be forced to just retreat back. But not so bad. This is, I think, the story of the qualifiers. Cutting losses. None of these teams really seemed like they were willing to make those critical errors. You don't see a ton of really crappy team fights forced like we have seen in other regions. Notably NA. I swear, it's like sometimes like, oh, well, one guy's dying, we gotta go avenge him, and it ends up with a full team wipe. You typically don't see those in China until we're at the stage of the game where buybacks come out en masse.
I'm interested that RNG, well, I guess they're not really looking for anything here, but like, there's no way they can take that fight with no Ravage and no Static Storm, right? They use both of those abilities defensively, so now they just have to chill. Might even be a window for EHOME to make some kind of a play.
It's actually just amazing how big of a ward that ward trap was, actually. When you think about what they got in exchange, the Ravage was useful, but it didn't do anything really. It like kept them alive, and they also had to force a Static Storm, like all because he had like a god tier ward trap.
Should be another tier 1 picked up by EHOME. The roster works for 20 seconds, but that won't be necessary.
And Sven's in the game because he's gone this non-greedy build.
Yep.
And he's still farming really well. He's actually pretty close to top net worth.
Dude, it's one of the reasons I like it, and I understand why people were going Midas all the time, but you know,
why were they going Midas all the time?
It's 40 attack speed. It's significant, and I think that they were just valuing levels are just super strong right now.
They were playing for a later time, I think, right? They were playing for like the maximize your BKB with like Daedalus. The idea was get 18, blink, BKB, and Daedalus before you actually had to take a fight, and then you're super strong at that moment. This is just like probably closer to level 12, 2 points ulti timing than a...
it just feels better, I think, because you know you don't really lose out in terms of your net worth growth because you skip the Midas, because you can start clearing jungle and lanes faster because of the MOM, and you're able to be active. Like you can be top net worth and also make plays and try and kill enemy heroes. I felt like so many times Finns would just farm, and then it hit 20-30 minutes and they'd just be kited from there on.
I like the ult for kills instead of ult for stacks. Like, I think we also see that a little bit with the phase Midas build. People just like building up a big ancient stack and then using the ult to clear that. So they're making way more use of that interim strength from Sven instead of just waiting for the super late game timing. Still, he's got to be really careful with his BKB this game. Once the BKB gets low, Sven's still going to run into all the same problems that he normally does, but it's looking really good so far.
Yep. They pick up a free kill middle. Nice rotation around. Should be able to secure the tier 1. They do have Ravage. However, EHOME does look like they're willing to posture, potentially look to engage. Faith behind whiffs the stun. No 1 sentry remaining on Afu. So
What's the cooldown on Glimpse? They gotta be careful about how they approach these fights. All it takes is one person forgetting.
yep, like right here. Oh, whoa, whoa, oh God, no! They astraled up for the higher. This is gonna end up being a double Ravage. EHOME, what have you done? The OD's just gonna die, or not? Oh yeah, he died.
He doubled.
And
I think
now
he just
the
went, yeah.
Oh my God!
man.
They drop Ross awards. He's gonna get gushed. You need, if they don't buy back, this is gonna be even more kills. A blast coming through. It's gonna hit the Oracle and the Disruptor, but that's not gonna make a difference. That's a 3 for 0, and they clean up the Ross awards. EHOME, what have you done?
Ooh, Faith Beyond's trying to cut the creep wave, but yeah, that was even dangerous to stay that long. Does a little bit of damage to the creep wave. Hopefully it can keep his tower alive, but yeah, the self banish, not a good sign.
Have to take this abuse? Radiant
Guys, you want to set up on me? I'm ready to get ravaged here.
Yeah. And also this dire ward here was the whole reason they were able to kill the Sven. The Thunderstrike ran out, he ran high ground and got close back, and I was confused at first, but that must have been it. Epicenter coming through,
Where did
doing
Radiant's little tower
nothing.
go?
Absolutely nothing. That's good. That should be a deadline M though. Oh, he missed him.
Oh,
I guess
okay, got it.
Touched him in the cold touch.
Will lose both supports, but is
AA got both of them.
Yeah, exactly. No gold going into the coffers of the cores. But Y's happy. He can get closer to that Force Staff.
I wouldn't complain. Like, why don't you guys just kill him next time?
It's true.
Yeah, look, the sentry actually spots it out. He might have trouble noticing it. The sentry looks out of range.
He doesn't have any vision up that hill, so.
I guess his won't get dewarded. There's a good chance they spot it later on. But he realizes he'll probably spend another sentry to check the cliff spot. And now he's gonna, because they know the glimpse came somewhere. But interesting ward. I didn't realize it gave the tiniest little vision here. Enough to cause OD to astral himself. So Kaya on the way for OD. Blink first before Kaya this game.
You guys like the blink on Lina? Gone, kind of greedy build. We saw Setsu was the one who bought the blink on Lina and then went like 19-1 and something, right? But he was, to me that game it felt like he was using the blink to hunt the Omni Knight and the supports in the back lines.
I mean, I like it this game, I think, because, I mean, it's not going to work for very long against Sven, but against OD, if you can hit the backline and do a Yules on OD, that's a stun combo.
Yeah, that's true. The OD's pretty squishy.
So you can like threaten the supports and the cores, at least for a bit of time. You can blink dodge Sven stun potentially. I don't think it's bad.
I think the blink is also probably good additional vision to get like a +1 kill with the glimpse, right?
Oh, it's true.
You're winning the fight and then Lina can just blink forward to see somebody else.
Yeah.
And then glimpse that guy back.
Oh, they're gonna initiate down top.
Oh.
AO Blast is gonna land on 3.
Look at that blink dagger.
Oh, that stun hits anyone to Faith Beyond. Staying framed. Not gonna be able to get the defensive astral off his 430 as the blink was on his previous position. The glimpse from Lan N able to finish him off.
Tower is under attack.
They will get a clip, but you know, with the vision, this is so important. I love Disruptor for this reason. If you have the vision advantage, if you can continue to play aggressive around the map, it's so easy to just continue abusing
Radiant's
your
bottom
advantage
tower has fallen.
and just adding onto it. They see OD, and if he steps out for even a moment, he's always threatened by a glimpse back.
They didn't quite have it.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's a kill if Lan M is a bit quicker. If he gets his Q off, he's just dead.
Yeah, I think it was just maybe either he started reading it or he saw Lanham at the creep wave, but he had to get within Thunderstrike range.
Yep. Look at Afu.
So it was hard.
Afu. Oh, the race!
Deny it.
The race no!
He's
He disarmed himself.
Oh, see, he's just trying to attack it or something.
Yeah. He knew he wasn't going to get there first, so he wanted to try and deny it, but he was also disarmed. And he'd already used the purge on AA, but he couldn't get rid of it.
Yeah, neither of these guys are walking. Why don't they just fly a little faster or something?
Yeah, for real.
I like the way that the RNG supports the skill builds and the item builds. This Disruptor dies. Disruptor's going for a Yules. It's just another button that can force Sven to BKB or interrupts the epicenter channel. And the Disruptor, the Oracle is maxing Edict. So he's going to have a really long duration disarm against the OD and the Sven, which is going to also force them to pop BKBs in ways that they wouldn't want to. I think this is really cool. Because it means that now those two heroes pretty much have to BKB every fight because of the item and skill choices. Whereas otherwise, I think they would be able to play a little bit more greedy.
On the high ground in the meantime.
I really,
Nothing, you go. What were you going to
thanks,
say?
Kevin. I was going to say, I just really like the way Setsu's been playing as Lina. It's typically the same int build where he goes for the Yul's bots, blink Ags. And especially against heroes like OD Sven, if you can open on them, especially, you know, with the Ravage, it's quite easy to find that initiation. Even if they get the BKB off, you still pop in the face with that Ags ultimate, and it does oodles and oodles of damage.
Remember how Nahaz was complaining about disable it and go through BKB? Well, Lena's about to build it.
Yep.
It's murder.
Yep.
It's being dead is a very long stun.
Yep.
Is that the philosophy
It's the
there?
best way to beat teams with light advantage. Is to use Blink Ravage actually hitting OD on the back line. How did they even know? Oh, they had this ward from earlier. It
Yep.
spotted him.
Still been there. Setsu's going to get ulted. However, the Hex will come out. He's now ward trapped. He's not have the ability to get away, but the glimpse back will save him for the time being. He's going to try and blink away. Oh, does not get it off in time. Probably would have died anyway
Hell,
through the
it's like
burst, but yeah, as you said, that ward, it's going to get countered now, but it did its job. They pick off the OD, start the fight. Not ideal, however. It is ending up as a 2-for-1. Of course, the AA did buy back.
Again, the supports get the last hits on these
Yep.
kills for EHOME. It's not too bad on the Shaman. I imagine he's getting close to some kind of an item. Yeah,
Someone's got Blink, yeah.
but
Concern is just that this OD of 430 is, you know, compare him to Setsu last game, right?
yep.
He had, I think, 306 CS at 25 minutes, something like that.
Yeah.
And Ferrari currently sitting at 162. Not nearly the same freedom to excel. And, oh, hang on. Oh, Epi. And
It's eating.
Oracle.
Tower is under attack.
Bill was a little bit late there, but yeah, the Fate's Edict is going to stop all of this.
He's going to live.
Hype will help too. He's really trying. Man, Fate's Edict actually counters A so hard.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going to do a medium amount of magic damage, but amplify it. And all of a sudden, it's just...
It's one of those counter matchups. You know, you think AA, you prevent healing. That's good against Oracle, but the other's ability is just, you know, preventing magical damage against a hero that offers only that is always going to be effective.
I played a late game Oracle game the other day, and I got the Fate's Edict cooldown talent. I was like, why would I not just be permanently Fate's Edicted at late game at all points in time now?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's so useful against the right heroes, against like Storm Spirit and kind of thing. Setsu does
dang,
get killed
they
on the
killed
top
Setsu.
lane. I was talking about my pub games again, guys, and then you know what happens. Like, oh! That was really close. He almost got caught with the kinetic field vision, that is.
Vision. It's such an underrated mechanic.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I mean...
I still feel like teams... Nahaz will harp till he's on spell immunity, piercing spells, or sips. And I am all about vision providing heroes.
Chipped away.
I feel like those are... If you have both those things in all your drafts, you're going to have a good start. At least a strong foundation.
Do you guys know if kinetic field is ground vision or flying vision?
I believe it is...
I think it might be ground vision. Right?
Yeah.
If you put it in trees, it's
Put it
not
on a
as
high
good.
ground, yeah.
Yeah, high ground it's fine.
It's
but,
definitely
like,
ground vision because you don't
yeah.
you don't see the. Wait. Yeah, you see inside of it, but it's ground
Yeah, yeah.
vision.
I was just
By ground
wondering.
vision, you mean that it can't like see all the way around all the trees or something? Right?
Correct, but you do see
Yes.
what's inside of the kinetic field.
Yeah, so it's giving you vision as if it was a unit like in those trees.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And we're gonna have a fight for the rune. Preemptive A blast to scout ground. It's going to hit the troll and perhaps force RNG to reconsider their initiation. Lan M is on the bottom bounties.
RNG's like, okay,
Yeah.
you got us.
And the thing is, EHOME, they do have the ability to take fights, but it's very important that they get the initiation. If you get ravaged to start a fight, it is near impossible for you to win it. And the Ross tanking are very squishy, but threaten so long as they can get their spells off.
Well, they group in to push the top tier 1. For now, EHOME just split pushing a little bit.
Just as much
Doesn't
as bottom.
look like they want to fight around this. They don't have ward control or anything like that, so
Dire have
they just
fortified their
got Axe
structures.
finished too. It's a good time to fight for them. She just got her 18 also. Any one shots? He is pretty close. Like his
Radiant's
positioning
top
here.
tower deserves
I do.
just as much help as
Thanks.
bottom.
Trying to get like
Radiant
decent ranged ice blast while also being able to show up to fight, essentially.
Just keep away.
Bottom tower's being
Yeah, as soon as he throws the ice blast, they're gonna know where he is.
That's true.
Just do it.
Oh, initiation on Bonet. He's in some trouble. If they end the AA blast, could be problems, but no, he'll just pop the BKB ultimate. AA blast will go over top of him, so he's not going to be able to heal up. Chasing down the Sven, never end though. Could be able to turn this around in a moment. Tetsu as well gets banished. Pop the ultimate. I believe he'll die, and in fact he will. Fly by, pops the Ravage. It'll be on top of 430, but the Lina and the Troll already dead. There's no damage. EHOME still looking to retake this ground. Hex, orbs, constantly orbs. 50 int almost on 430. Saved up, and that's all 3 cores on the side of RNG going down. Excellent initiation. They just caught Monet napping, it feels.
And Lina didn't get to do anything. Look at that. 0 damage from Lina. Lina's,
0?
Jeez.
Lina got caught and just died.
Fuels light strike away, but it must have been BKB or something.
That's part of the
Tetsu
problem with
just went
Lina this game. Oh my god, double damage. Alright. I don't think they get this.
I can
either
hear Nahan.
Curse you!
Double damage.
I mean, they deserve to take this Roche anyway. That's right. They want a big fight.
Yeah.
Like, this would increase the amount of time it took to Roche, but
This is the scary thing about Lina, and this is part of why I was a little bit against it this game, because there are heroes there's multiple heroes in EHOME, like the SK, the Sven, and the Shaman, that if they catch you, you're just done. There's...
Can I just say I feel like it's the AA, though? I think that this hero could just be like my MVP of the tournament, at the very least this qualifier, because it feels like that's what's giving the edge. You know, Troll can't play the way he wants to.
I'm coming around on the vision aspect of AA, giving maybe it's like scouting for these blinks to get in on the targets that they need. We've slowly, like, over time, there aren't very many abilities left that give vision in addition to what else they do, right? Like, either you have a vision ability like Hawk, but a lot of other things no longer really give you big, like, scouting, and AA still has a little bit of that left with the Ice Blast.
yeah, it was nice in the boundary rune fight, for example. It's like, we know they're going to contest it. Let's see who's there. If there are heroes that's going to hit them, they're not going to be able to heal. So now they're not going to want to take the fight, and we get the bounties anyways. So that can be really hopeful. Troll does have a lifesteal item. Satanic coming.
Yeah. And this is a sick...
Dyer's bottom
this
tower needs some help.
is a really nice OD game. Like, OD just
Top tower is up.
amazing against the tide.
Oh, hang on, they found the rock tower down bottom. Setsu, he doesn't need any help. And the tower
The
denied.
double kill.
It might as well be. You actually get more gold removed from the enemy team when you deny a tower than you do by killing one of the enemies. Unfortunately, they do miss the ward on the shrine, so RNG will invade enemy jungle, but they have given EHOME this information. Smoke available on off, but with Roche on dead and Aegis currently in the possession of, they give it to the OD. Would you give it to OD here or the Sven? I get OD, right? Because Sven, if he pops ultimate and then dies, as if he's valuable,
Yeah,
come
that's
back
true.
up.
I really think this game comes down to who dies first in fight. Does the OD die first or does the Lina die first? Like, who dies without using the majority of their kit?
This is the next game we're going to play on the show. Who dies first?
Who dies first?
Is it
Abuse?
Naz with his katana or Kyle with his battle axe?
The new auto battler genre.
It's not about who. It's not about who wins. It's like who's gonna die or succumb to their wounds. You know, like,
Okay.
Would
both
we,
people are in trouble.
like, would we fight to the death?
You could even fight for like 30 seconds. Someone's probably gonna die. Let's be real.
I'm not so sure. I feel like I could,
With a battle axe.
yeah, I mean,
I feel like a sword
longer
would definitely
reach.
beat you.
he'd have longer reach, but
You definitely lose.
I have better vision.
Oh.
So it's all about, I guess, who could pierce the enemy's BKB or, like, you know, the armor that I hope you'd have given us to wear.
True.
Otherwise, it's not
Naked.
naked.
Naked fight.
Never mind.
All right, you can wear underwear.
How long's Sven's BKB?
Thanks.
It's pretty long, right?
How gracious.
8 seconds. We're hitting the
Radiant's top tower is
we're on the
falling.
Wednesday of
Yeah.
BKB timings.
And look at the item choice as well, though, on Monet. He's got a Satanic up next, but it goes back to that whole AA factor where, you know, if he gets caught by the blast, that won't do anything.
It does reduce the duration of the ice blast affects you, though, right?
I don't think so. It's not a disable.
I don't know.
It,
Do you guys want me to find out?
sure,
Okay.
but I'm pretty sure it doesn't reduce the duration. I could be wrong, but I don't think it counts as a disable.
I thought that it did for against like Urn and stuff like that. I thought it would reduce the duration, but you'd still take all the damage. I might be completely wrong though.
Hang on. Initiation.
Where the veil? So late.
Emmy, bam. Land him dead. Setsu now in trouble. Gets the old stop. He has BKB, but he's going to need to pop it. In fact, he does. Running away. Never end. His BKB will fade shortly, but 430 with the Aegis. Ready to rock and roll. Has the Blink Dagger active as well. Ross boards go down. There should be a free tier 2 to be collected by EHOME. They've got a slight lead in the game. 16-19, 2k gold. But it's anybody's match still. Aegis only up for another 45 seconds. You got to be cautious here. If RNG look to get frisky, let them respawning soon.
They don't want to go in. They'll just wait.
Setsu moving into the top area of the map.
It's good.
Does he have any items coming up, or did he just buy something recently?
Must have been the BKB. That was his first BKB use.
Yep. You're right.
That's probably why Never went on in the first place. Is probably assumed that he was going to be able to score this kill, but the BKB got revealed. So, nothing.
Yeah, so it does, it's going to reduce the overall duration, but you still suffer all of the ticks.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I'm done.
So you take the ticks faster.
Yeah.
I thought that was only on, I used to have sometimes status resist. Oh, whoa. Monet. Better safe than sorry, sure, but
I mean,
man, that
he
is
clearly thought the whole enemy team was here, but they're actually top, and now he's got to fight without his BKB. He's TPing in. It's gone when he lands, but it doesn't matter, I don't think.
their support's already gone down. Oh, the glimpse back, they got him. He already blinked away. Whoa, wait. Oh, Astrals himself. Well
He's
played.
gonna be there, right?
Yes.
No, he goes back to where he was.
But that was changed then, right? Okay, anyway, blink in from Never End. Finds the
got a
DP. Ultimate's going to be active in just a moment as well.
Axe.
Has
The axe
BKB.
is-
Sunlight, yes.
Will chase Monet back into the pit. Still Astral inside his 430. Not going to blink away just yet. Gets stumps back as they continue to chase. A one-shot kill onto the Oracle. Crit lands for some absurd amount of damage.
It's been a good Daedalus game. Who's it got? Lena? Troll.
Oh, off the ulti, but that's not going to be enough. Just going to get sunned down. 430 says, thank you. I'm very smooth now. He's got a ton of free intellect. But
Oh, okay. The drive-by.
So smart.
It ends up 3 for 4. Afu dying back there. What a weird engagement though.
It really was. The troll TP with that supports, and then
See, that's one of those examples, right, of just mechanics that I feel like you don't understand unless you play enough Dota in a sense, because when you used to get glimpsed back and you would astral yourself or you'll
you would teleport
or disrupt
that position.
yeah,
right?
like the disrupt animation would still be far away, but then you would end up spawning inside the kinetic field because you actually were traveling while in the nether realms to the location that you were glimpsed to. So that's something that must have been hotfixed a while back.
Possibly.
It's one of those things you just have to, like, know, right? I don't think there's a rule that you can follow to figure out what the interaction's going to be.
It's level 25 on this Sven. He's gonna be chased back. They'd love to be able to just throw off a glimpse. That might force the BKB. No, it does not. Now he catches the stun.
Oh,
Whoa.
he definitely should have BKB'd. I don't think he expected the Lena to be there or something.
That's a long death timer. 90 seconds. That's a level 24 Sven with no buyback. And they should have seen that he had AC. How do you not BKB there? There's 5 alive.
Maybe he's trying to blink time it.
All right, well.
It's like, oh, I'm going to outplay them or something. I don't know.
Monet TP Shrine. He's going to run straight down mid lane. They've got a creep wave. This could be... I mean, if they just push all in here, isn't this a Rex? They've got Blink Ravage. They've got Solar Crest. They just go.
Was he telling himself he could, like, BKB TP or something like that? Was that the...
He definitely could have BKB'd. He saw the glimpse coming. He stopped moving. He was like, okay, here it goes. I assumed he was going to wait till the glimpse ends, then blink away
Yeah, and
for safety.
But I think he wanted to make the play because he thought that he could, even if he messed it up, he could still, like, BKB TP, but like he just got immediately stunned.
Yeah, I don't think he expected Last Strike Ray to be there.
they're playing like they don't expect a buyback. Oh, hang on. Initiation. They get the ward trap. AA blast going out. It's going to land on 4.
Got everybody.
Holy crap, the hammer dropped as well. Monet now still locked in. Has the Oracle ult active on him. Now popping the BKB. Still with ultimate available as well. Faith Beyond 4 saps away. Ravage though. Hits on 3. OD at a touch. No Astral available. Has the BKB, but has the bash. OD's dead. Will buy back. Ferrari trying to get back in the action. I do believe that is the end of Monet, and in fact it is. Nice shackle there from Xin Q. Fly by now. He's the one in danger along with that gem. You'd love to be able to save that. He hands it off, and now Oracle's going to be able to TP away. Oh, whoa.
Wow.
That's a
That
play.
was so nice.
That is so cool to watch. I love when teams find a way to save those critical resources.
That was it was really smooth too. They passed it over, so it's like the he didn't stop moving on the tide, just the instant transfer into shift Q. I mean, they did defend the racks. That's pretty significant.
Well,
the tower's alive.
What
too.
can they get back? Because they did buy back on the OD.
Oh, this is actually is he in Veil good?
AA blast. He's dead.
Veil so late. Okay, he's got him.
He's dead.
Dire's top tower.
Instant, yeah. About 10%. Faith Beyond has been veiling really late on his Sand King all game, I've noticed.
Top
Yeah, but he
tower
has been hitting the spells.
He's playing his hero very well, but yeah, I mean, he's losing genuinely a couple hundred points of damage per combo that he's doing. It's a big deal.
Sven's already top.
Their structure.
He's chunking the buildings.
He got ult active. Man, this is way more back and forth than any of the games on the group stage.
No,
Is that 2 racks? No, there's a buyback on Lina, none on Troll.
They have to go bar racks. God, that's so much damage.
Holy shit.
Did you see that?
Dire's middle
It was like
tower
40% of the rack zone. It was a range barracks in the AEC, but still, holy crap.
That's the tier 2 as well.
25 talent too, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's only 65 more.
It's more than 65.
No,
Oh, no, you're
that's
right.
not. Yeah. I did the math once, and I was like, wait, they took the 65 damage talent, and they turned it into 40 gods, which in some ways is better, right? Because you get raw health. And,
Yes.
But it's still, it's not ult. It's not active when your ult is up, or your ult isn't up.
And what
an interesting. So it was good that Sven didn't BKB. Basically, is what we're trying to say. Say it, dude. That's
No, I'm not gonna say it.
say something. I'm giving up on you.
Rosha. Cheese is ready. Dire team smoke. It's probably expecting Sven slapping it, but he doesn't have his ultimate. They know that at least.
Yeah.
right,
No
that-
Ravage for 10 either.
Well,
You remember that
this is
ranged
the
bash
fight.
though?
It's true. Oh, Tide blinks in.
Odie got ranged bash by Troll in that last fight,
Yeah.
and it caused him to die because he couldn't get his BKB off.
Look
that
at
shit
this
was crazy.
cheeky play from Xin Q. Drops Warrior's
That's so
bottom.
smart.
Knows that someone's going to have to defend infected Setsu.
Tetsu's got bots. He can.
Dire's bottom tower.
Now they fight though, right?
Yeah, they are.
Oh, there's the Hex.
Long range. They try and initiate over day, and they do.
Always
No God strength yet, so there will not be the damage follow-up. However, he catches the bash, and now the leader's done.
Oh, good banish.
He gets the Astral, did not even
Saved
take
him.
damage, I don't believe. Double stun now by Faith Beyond. He can be popped by Never End. Now with the ultimate, going to try and go forwards. He's going to do so much damage. You got to kite this if you're RNG.
Goes
Goes
back.
up on him. Oh my God, he's just killing everyone. Setsu, yeah. Yep.
Yep.
Monet now shackled.
Reading this.
Astraled. There will be buybacks on both big cores, but they've lost Monet. He does not have a rebuy, and if I'm not mistaken, that could just be it. Set now caught once again, has no BKB.
Oh.
Is he going to get the rampage? That's the question. 4-man anchor smash. Oh,
Give it to him.
Give it to him. Give it to him.
Rampage.
It's not over.
It is over. They
called it.
No, it's not. He's gonna get a double rampage. Oh no.
Double rampage. Double rampage. He gets it. Never end. AZYF is not ready to go home as EHOME
Damn.
take RNG down in that second
All right.
game.
That
What mistakes?
That looked like a draft. EHOME actually put something together.
AA. First pick.
Yeah, it worked. They had heroes to utilize the vision that it provided. I think that was the big thing. And they just had good
Aha! They say it can be done. That is why I...
The whole world is looking for the next Iron Man. I don't know if I can live up to that.
I don't think Tony would have done what he did if he didn't know that you were going to be here after he was gone. We have a job. To do. You're coming?
The whole world is looking for the next Iron Man. I don't know if I can live up to
You made it up.
It doesn't matter.
Or pulled
Second
it from
phase.
relax.
What, are we picking Sven here if we're EHOME?
Interesting that they banned the Centaur, even though they have Shadow Demon. So I think it's one of the best answers. Or 4, obviously not going to be running
Jug,
at 3.
I like it even better.
It's tough
Okay.
when you can only lane your Leshrac in 3 out of the 5 total positions. Really limits your draft.
It's only
unit.
I'm just pointing it out. I'm just saying that they
Yeah.
lost a little bit.
It's just he's that good that it's like
Yeah.
genuinely a real point.
Are we concerned
Leshrac's
about
definitely good enough to be utilized in all positions.
I don't know about 5.
I think that's part of
I
the
don't know
reason it's
about
such a
5.
valuable hero.
5's kind
Dude,
of
you were busted on Leshrac the other day.
Well, Leshrac's about to bust on them.
I would agree with you. How do we feel about Juggernaut Ninja Shadow Demon?
I'm gonna pick Leshrac for my next guess and animal question.
What?
Yes, he has hooves.
Yeah.
That's
Six
cheating.
arms.
I'm trying, Chad. I'm trying to make him talk about
Is he
the
a
draft.
mammal though? I don't know.
Alan, what makes you think the chat wants you to talk about the draft? I'm
Yeah,
looking
that's
at
a
the
good
chat
point.
right now, and all I see are memes. And in fact, right now, 5 minutes in the future, they're all spamming.
No, stop. Talking?
Well, now they are.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
the, is
I
the
didn't
Jug
see that.
Grimstroke lane going to be... I would say that it's supposed to be good against the Tidehunter, but I think RNG are just going to put the Shadow Demon there, right? And anytime you go for a spin Inkswell kill, there's
You
just going to be a
disrupt,
disruption.
defensive.
Yeah. Or even if he sees the Inkswell... Well coming out and Jug does that's when I'm playing against the Jug in lane. If you have a stun that forces him to spin before he gets on top of you, it means that he's not going to get the kill. So if he immediately disrupts him, then you're not going to do anything. So unless he starts on top of it.
Synergizes big time with the Soul Bind.
Man,
Give me that
Nether Strike,
Doom.
does that
Give
work?
me that. Nether
Pugna?
Strike's all right.
This is such an old. Like,
What about Pugna?
Have we really
Yeah.
seen Pugna picked outside of when it has that really favorable mid matchup though?
he the
Yeah,
offlane
that's right.
Pugna
The
game.
three position.
It was looked terrifying for Sven. He just very
Man,
well.
I don't know.
I don't like what's
A good
Yeah.
dual lane.
It's cool for like the nuke damage stuff to really get value out of his laning hero. So
Rex's
great.
band.
The, your offlane pick is really hard for EHOME here because it's just what's into a split earth.
Breast.
Anti-mage. Reflect the storm.
Or you just pick something to backline. They should Batrider here. I think Batrider is.
Batrider into Tide and Shadow Demon feels.
That's true. The Shadow Demon.
Why are you incredulous about the Tide just because of Kraken?
Oh, the Ravage just covers everything, right?
Kraken,
And
Rabbit.
it doesn't matter that you lasted. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I
Pretty
think
much.
that's the idea.
Natural pipe buyer too. Bat's also low damage. You already have a carry that's kind of dependent on burst damage. Jug's sustained DPS is quite low without a mag in support, and now you have a.
Or do you
Bat
do
that
with
is sustain-
the?
I mean, you have Grim though, so
Okay.
I would agree.
That's
First puck.
that's a nice.
It's a
puck pick.
430 puck.
Is
it?
It's a flex pick.
I think it's.
It's a flex pick. It could be either.
I think they're playing it off lane.
I think one of the reasons that you pick puck here, I was just about to talk about this. So it was Gods that sort of put me onto this at Epicenter, the idea that right now, as the first pick team, that you will often want to pick your mid. Wait. That's
cool,
the other
but
way around. That's
it's
the
cool,
other way
but it's
around.
not flex. I think it's just 100% offlane. Look, RNG banned Kunkka.
You-
They know that it's offlane puck.
You got to be careful here though, because TA and Alchemist last picks by our mid hero to cover them against that, assuming the puck is off lane.
It's cute here because if you can phase shift the Stormhammer, then 2v1 in that lane and
I'm
allow
a
for
little
this-
biased toward it being off lane, but why is it 100%?
is that they've so one, I can't think of another off lane that you want to put there against the Sven Lesh, and then two, RNG, they have the same read. The Kunkka got banned,
Sure.
so
Yeah, that's fine.
like they banned a mid hero, so they think that there's still a mid coming in.
Fair
But
enough.
it could be. I mean, there's the possibility.
They could just be covering against it though. Oh, that juice! Wow, yeah, that would have been another hero that EHOME would have had trouble dealing with. And that's what's so
Yeah.
cool about how the meta shifted. Feels like when you're trying to game plan against enemy last picks, there's so much cheese. It's tough to ban the solid heroes that you probably are going to end up playing against, but you're way more afraid of Brood in a decisive game 3.
Absolutely.
And Setu's Brood is pretty sick.
Yeah,
We've
we
seen
have
that twice so
We've
far.
seen that a couple times. Saw it at Epicenter, I believe.
So, OD's still in the pool here. I don't know what EHOME are going to pick. I feel like they probably feel a little bit drafted into
what
a
about
corner.
Medusa? Oh no, DP. All right,
They're just
all
going
right.
to Death Prophet. But
So,
that's to me that's a very nothing pick.
I'm-
It's like it kind of does a little bit of everything, but it's not strongly going in any direction.
I like it a lot here though.
I like it with Puck. Like Puck coil plus DP is like kind of solves the fact that DP wants to run people down.
You have a ton of frontline for yourself. You've got healing ward, and there's a lot of disables on the side of RNG. But as long as your ult's running and your drains are off, you're gonna be still
Yeah.
dealing same DPS.
You don't really dealing though.
If you sniper here on RNG, Spirit Breaker Puck just slays stop them either.
A speed with like Inkswell.
Yeah,
It's a dead
exactly.
sniper every time.
Now that there's a DP, it makes it difficult to pick.
What about just?
What if Lesh mid and then Tiny?
I really do, and I think that at this point you're going something like Medusa.
Yeah, the
I don't
Dusa
know.
would have been good. Okay.
Big ranged damage. That seemed to be what their draft was missing. This also has the benefit of a double save. This is something EG used to abuse back in like the TI5, 6 era, where they'd have like Shadow Demon OD, those two heroes in combination, and you just have this save a buddy thing going on. It's
Well,
very
and
difficult to play
the
around.
double save, right? Soulbind is not such a problem anymore. You can, in theory, save both guys that are soulbound. I actually really like this RNG draft. I
like both drafts. I
do too.
I think both drafts have definite win conditions.
I just the level. If you go back over the last month and a half, the ceiling for RNG to me has been higher than the ceiling for EHOME. They've shown me that they can play just a little better, and I'm going to go against the odds here. I actually like. Oh no. 1.5. It always messes me up that they have the other sides, but I will go RNG for this one.
Faith Beyond Puck.
You would put your dollar down for an expected win of $1.55? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, I'm saying I would bet it at even odds. That if you made me take these odds, I'd bet EHOME.
So you're not confident.
He's not very.
No,
confident.
I'm.
Or you just want $2.2 in exchange for your $1.
That's called value investing, my friend.
Alan used to be, opinionated, decisive.
I'm a value investor.
Who wants to press the perfectly fixed emergency stop button?
You should do it.
It still makes a little bit of noise when you shake it, but
I tried.
it's broken.
Oh,
you fucking broke it.
Kyle.
I'll just press it
Guys,
one more time.
Look, NA had it on backwards.
Oh, God.
I'm serious. We're fine. We got this.
Taking the button off is...
That means...
Hey, how'd you do that?
It was probably just production. It was a false alarm.
TV magic.
Maybe
Oh,
stuff.
no. Oh, dude.
Oh, it's got a lock on it?
I fixed it. I actually fixed it completely.
Yeah.
It's better than it was when we got here on the first day.
So you can emergency lock it by twisting it. That's what you're trying to say. This changes nothing, Kyle. That's what he said.
All right. Well, let's get into it, boys and girls. EHOME, RNG, 1-1. One team advances to play our grand final.
The five-man smoke! Very different categories.
That's a kill.
Kind of.
Or is it?
Not.
Afu, disrupt. Stun from Lan M, but they're going for the Spirit Breaker. And he's a beastly boy. He's going to smack down Afu. Faith Beyond getting credit for the first blood. That's a TI winner. I am not sure that's the person you want getting that first blood. However, they will be able to win the rune race. Nice stun from Lan M.
That was a lot of regen, actually, for... limited tangos, TB back to lane, and
How
Nice
proud I
Dragon
am
Wave.
that I myself am. I fixed the emergency stop button. Like it's a very important thing on this cast.
incredible. Disrupt being used against the SB. He cannot pull the creep wave unless he uses his skill that allows him to catch up once again. The SB countered and uncountered. He blocking the small camp? No, dewarding it actually. It's not blocked. Guess they assumed it would be because they were smoked in the enemy territory, but nothing happened. Now they're just actually Sven's just trying to pull them together. So people haven't done this very much actually so far.
The problem is that then the next wave arrives and like stuff gets weird.
Is this what he's been trying to do? Just pull them together that way there's more creep denied from Faith Beyond or something? Some weird. There's like 3 creep waves to keep an eye on right now. It's weird, man. That is a SB that looks in trouble. And he's being orb envenomed by his own illusions. I forgot about that. You know they removed that and they put it back in the game?
I liked it. Makes sense. I think all illusions apply their orbs, right? Why would Orb of Venom be different?
They don't always. There was a period of time when you could use it on PL illusions, but then they took it away or something, and it's back in the game now.
Go figure that. Wow, that's pretty nice, actually.
Really good against the SB, actually.
Yeah. Do you think Naga illusions then would have it as well, right?
Correct.
You think that's a thing? Naga with Uv?
I mean, why get an Oob when you could just get a 17th Wraith Band?
That's true. That's a good point. I did not think of that one. So far in the laning phase, EHOME is ahead. And I will say one thing about their draft. It does seem easier to execute, where you just charge, coil, Jug runs forwards. You're going to be able to find kills. Also a lot easier to shove towers as your mid is responsible for your damage, whereas RNG is going to be reliant on the LAN and Leshrac.
I'm going to go in a different skill build this game. Get a Warcry. I guess against the SB, maybe that's their thought.
Makes sense.
They're kind of a bursty dual lane, so if you just get like a Warcry, nobody's going to die.
Well, remember, it was also Never End that went for the mask build in the previous game.
It's true, and he's going phase Midas, at least tentatively.
Charge coming out. Canceled immediately.
This is another animal. We could definitely use Spirit Breaker as an example. Everyone knows he's a cow.
Is he, though?
Space cow, yeah.
Do cows have hands?
He's got hooves.
I don't think cows have hands.
They could, if we sewed them on.
Oh, God.
That's...
Plague Doctor Purge.
Mid lane. 1 by 430 at the moment. Isn't this... I feel like it's a little OD favored. You have more base damage and...
It's close. It's like 5 more damage.
Death Prophet spams the wave way better at first, right? Like,
it's true.
2 points Astral versus 2 points Crypt Swarm.
Very true. Checking out the offlaners. Both aren't having the greatest time, but as you can see up top, Flyby, much easier time in pulling the creep wave, whereas Faith Beyond is resorting to these orb tricks. Really wants to get both creep waves.
Oh.
What a boss.
Summon Monkey consumables, dude. So good. This is actually kind of insane how useful this was, actually. Like, the orb range is so long that nobody can catch him except for, like, an SB.
Yeah.
Or his Shadow Demon.
You're going to get charged. Get the Disrupt.
He just did that for Orb of Venoms. Watch this.
You're really all about this, eh?
250, dude. Mechanics.
Should have backpacked it just before he got disrupted.
That's actually a very good point. Or can you do it afterwards?
I don't think you can while you're in the disruption.
I see. How's Tide doing? Level 3? Could be worse. So both carries just getting... Actually, Jug is doing way better than Sven. But I guess that's because they've been pulling creep waves more knowingly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's actually being contested, whereas the Jug is effectively just free farming. That's
Bounty battle.
Behind tower. They're going to fight here. The bash lands, double soul catcher.
Take the bounties off
straight to the shrine, and he's going to conserve it, actually, and now Setsu's going to be able to heal up as well.
You know, what we were worried about in the draft was the Sven plus Lesh combo, but it's actually the Shadow Demon one is the one that they've protected against. Because I just got flashbacks. I was like, because we used to play SD all the time, and then people just pick Jug against us. And then the same thing was happening with Puck here. With Phase Shift and Jug, basically 2 of their lanes are now no longer vulnerable to the SD combos.
Yep, that's a good point. It's really annoying, then, to play the Shadow Demon, because you feel like your hero is effectively is just nulled.
I don't fully agree with that, but...
Here we go, though. This is the one place you can make a Shadow Demon work, which is the mid lane. Double TB from the supports. Now a banish. Flybys here as well, level 3. 4 heroes mid, and they will be able to finish off 430, no problem. But a ton of damage dealt.
Yeah. I just disagree because SD is not just a one-dimensional hero anymore. That Disruption is a great spell, but it is by all means not like the only good thing he's good at in the laning stage. Although people do skip Shadow Poison a decent amount, but...
Look at EHOME. They're just going straight for Flyby. Is he dead? Yeah, he's actually just dead. The TP's canceled as well. Now Lan M in trouble.
Needs to drag the wave off the tower, though. I think they might still lose the tier 1 anyway.
Yep, 3 archers catapult.
Yep.
You mean range creep? Cleanse man.
Well, they're just charging him. They're going to ink swell him, aren't they? Nope, not available, but... Oh, missed. I think if that lands, they just dive straight for him. There's a spin up on Never End. Almost certainly would have been a kill. Give him the kill. Nice. That's huge for the Jug. He is skyrocketing up in the charge. 800 gold ahead of the game at the moment. He does have drums queued up.
Well, he really is really far ahead.
And because they placed this ward earlier, EHOME will also take out the Shrine ward recently placed by Fu. He'll probably drop a sentry of his own, and he does. Now he'll trade wards, no problem.
That feels bad.
Indeed.
The Jug does need to stay ahead, though, with this matchup, right? The Sven versus Jug. The Warcry gets annoying as the game goes on.
Sven farms naturally much faster, right?
Yeah.
So if they're even, Sven probably gets farther ahead. Maybe, because Joe can get better kills usually, easier kills.
He just needs to be... I think so far we've seen it, he's been using his spells a lot. So far we got spin kills, we got Omni Slash kills.
Yep.
He just needs to keep that up. He needs to keep using his timings whenever he has them. Because he's going to be buying a lot more small items, right? We're going to be seeing like the Phase, Drum, Yasha, or Maelstrom. Meanwhile, Sven's just buying Midas.
He's going Midas pre-phase 2, so even greedier than normal. But realistically, what is the puck going to do against him? You can't pressure him at all.
That's the thing. The puck pick, it survives the lane, and I can see why they picked it, but I'm just interested to see how it works out this game, if it actually ends up looking value.
He's not that far behind Tide, and he's actually got more levels.
I think the Ags puck is one of the most underrated in Dota.
Oh, it's really good.
It's a 4.5 second stun that would pierce BKB. And it lasts for 8 seconds and would deal 700 damage. It's just so good, especially against heroes like Sven and OD, who cannot itemize against it.
That's true. I guess I was thinking about it as part of the value of the puck is your ability to cut waves and delay the game.
Yeah.
But I'm not actually sure that they have the better late game. But maybe with the puck Ags, then they do have a fighting chance in the 5v5 late game.
I think that it'll at least equalize things in a sense where if RNG are not able to stand and fight, they're going to die. And I feel like EHOME benefit from that when you consider they have the Spearbreaker ult, it's also BKB piercing disable, the Death Prophet rolling forwards, Jug Omni Slash, like there's just nothing you can do anymore.
Yeah, if the Sven pops God Strength and BKB and they manage to kite him, then I can totally see a way where EHOME then come back in and take the engagement afterwards. So
a ton of stacks in the RNG jungle. This is great for flyby. Rush the arcanes.
You never know. It's gonna be Sven, if anything, right? I'd rather put on him.
I agree, but you need your Tide to recover a bit. Lan M goes down. Did we catch that on camera?
Yes, his body is right there.
Nice job.
Got it. Thanks,
Good job, Kev.
I did notice they rotated in a lane and anticipate the dive.
Yeah. And to those loyal viewers who have been sticking with us late night for the last few days, do keep in mind that we do have Kevin observing in comparison to base kit for the first 3 days.
It's true. So if you've noticed a massive drop in quality, it's my fault. If you've noticed a massive improvement, it's
I'll be back
probably
for grand
still
finals.
my fault. That's true. That's true.
Thank goodness.
It can only get better. Unless I sabatage him in an effort to make myself look
You should
better.
change.
Just change all my
hotkeys.
hotkeys. As soon as you're done with this game, I'm taking
gonna
over.
fix your mouse like how fix this emergency stop button.
Oh yeah, how do I change back the settings? Maybe it's not important.
I didn't change anything.
Oh, you didn't? I mean the mouse sensitivity. Didn't you change that?
Yeah, I pressed the positive button.
Ah, okay. I will press the negative button.
Yeah, but how many times I pressed the positive? Just once.
Okay.
You'll be fine.
Good to know.
Tome's coming out. All supports rejoice. Yes, immediately. The two Tome. One heads towards Lan M. One is going to be picked up by Flyby. Oh, hang on.
He's rushing Hood this game.
Initiation. Oh, Dire Tower will go down. Neverend has spin TP available. Got to be cautious here, though. He's actually just going in. The coil lands as well. Ravage is being held by Flyby. It's a hasted Setsu. Should be able to find at least one kill. Nice Astral. That should be enough to claim the puck. As, yeah, the silence comes out by Faith Beyond, but he's just level 6. He has no coil.
I mean, I guess they had Stormhammer,
did they not check his mana?
He didn't have mana, but he did have a phase shift is the thing.
But
so
wouldn't
like,
you just try to cast the stun first?
I mean, Sven was kind of far away.
Or just fake him out, right? Just pump fake, Ravage, or...
Sven was in melee range.
Oh, well.
I don't know if he was that close. Like, come on, you think Faith Beyond can dodge phase shift that like semi-close range Stormhammer? Like, I think that was an okay kill, personally.
All right.
I mean, they lost their tower, but they pick up 2. They get a puck and a Grimstroke, and now they definitely can take stacks. Like,
they have lost all their tier 1s, though, which is a bit
who needs them?
Concerning.
What have they ever done for RNG?
They lost all the tier 1s, but they're actually up on gold. So that's a little bit worrying if you are EHOME.
That's another thing that was changed in like recent patches. Just tower gold. Not only, it's funny because they're still. It feels like they're more valuable just because they provide so much map control. But the gold numbers have been nerfed consistently.
Have you guys seen Sven's net worth since he took that ancient stack just now?
Crap.
Pretty good.
Do you remember that time when Jug was like way ahead?
To be fair,
long gone.
And they were hunting, but they're just a little bit too late.
Long gone.
They'll get flyby.
Coil.
Get
No
Javelin,
Ravage.
Scrub.
He does have a hood. Will survive for some time, but there are 5 heroes surrounding him. So, and he's still dead.
That was a pathetic amount of survivability, I must say. He died super easy.
He tried his best, Kevin.
Pathetic. Be embarrassed.
Are you even trying? to go to grand finals.
Who
I
says
think-
that line? Huh? Who says that line? Are you even trying? Somebody says that.
It's one of the Dota heroes.
I'm honestly
Is it Pango? It's probably Pango. He's an asshole.
I'm impressed by how casual this game's being played. There's so much on the line here. Loser eliminated from a chance to go play in a $40 million tournament.
Is it being played? I think they're trying very hard.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I know, but what I mean to say is that I feel like when you watch other regions, you can sort of see the nerves. You can feel
true.
the hesitation. Whereas this game, just standard,
Yeah.
solid Dota 2. Nothing crazy.
Everyone seems pretty warm. Everyone's being pretty decisive. This looks like a kill.
Definitely.
like this.
Lan M. Doesn't even need the bash. Faith Beyond will close.
The sniper, dude.
From downtown.
The lowest speed homing missile ever.
And he's rushing Blink Dagger. You do not see this very often.
Well, he's got the money. Are you sure he's rushing
No, I'm not. I think he'll...
He would have bought it
He's
by
thinking
now.
about it. Okay, he's going. He's going.
I don't know if I like
Crown
this.
Blink. What don't you like? The Blink Rush?
I don't like Blink this early because he only has the 2 points in silence. I think I would have preferred him to get either a Veil or even, I'll be honest, a Midas. Just because I think this game goes late, and I feel like Puck getting max level is super value when you consider the 420 GPM talent. Plus,
You mean the Dream Coil Rapid
Ags.
Fire? But what couldn't he?
But at what cost?
I mean, you could argue that fighting the enemy team when they have Midas and stuff is so good because if they just like the Dream Coil plus Exorcism, like they can actually turn Exorcism into a real damage skill. Same with Spirit Siphon.
you're right. That's a good point. It's more about the team setup. I'll give you that.
And also his survivability is going to go up. Not that he has good phase shift levels for a while, but I don't know. I could see him be a lot harder to kill. Like this might really enhance his split pushing. He's queuing up a Yule's next. He did buy a crown, which is usually indicative of a Veil that Puck's often buy,
Yep.
but maybe he changed his mind.
Save it for the
afterwards.
Dagon. Later on.
There's nothing wrong with just wearing a single crown. Unless you wear it every day, then it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
You know?
How do you wash a crown, you think?
Like
what are the king and queen of
I
England
believe
do?
you just clean it, I'm pretty sure. If not that, then you definitely use like a mild agitation bath. You know what I mean? You ever clean like chemistry stuff?
Ooh, no, I haven't.
So it's like it's
What do
kind
you-
of weird. It makes like a buzzing noise. It's basically like a metal tray that's submerged in water, and then it's like it's vibrated slightly,
Oh.
and particles and things fall off.
Lanham? Does Lanham have he's got the Atos, right? Okay, maybe he just got Atos before the orb got far enough away.
Yeah, I agree. But just keep in mind the past tense of blink is blunk.
Ah.
Sure. And he could also do Atos into stun to guarantee that no matter what, he's dead. It's a pretty fast Atos, actually. Lanham's actually really, really high net worth here.
He's just so squishy.
He's
but
like equal to Puck, though.
yeah. I love Leshrac against Puck as well. It's another reason the blink is rough for Faith Beyond at this point because without the levels and phase shift, he can orb in, blink in, whatever. But if he doesn't immediately get out, he'll just die to the Lesha AoE damage.
He did not expect to find
Thank
Leshrac here,
you.
but it's actually going to work out.
Changed so many times, right? It used to be
Yes.
like 2 gauntlets and a
Sage's
Sage's
Mask and
Mask,
recipe. That brought me back as soon as you said 2 gauntlets.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
start with
Good
the
old days.
start with the double gauntlet. Yeah.
That's what's so weird. I don't know if you guys ever watch old TIs, but you look at the game and you're just like, well, what the hell is this, you know? The map is weird.
The old HUD and stuff.
Roche
as
is in
well.
different spots. Old HUD.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no shrines. No, there's like 7 items missing.
The new HUD is actually so much better. Gotta say.
Yes, it is. Oh, Faith Beyond. Whoa, he's just immediately initiating. Gets Atos. He's going to try and save himself. And in fact, he will survive. Defensive Astral by Setsu. The Ravage being held for a little bit by Flyby. Ult popped along with the Warcry. Monet now just moving forwards. Oh my god, Neverend is actually just going to die. That's the Shadow Demon Purge coming in from Afu. He will pay the price with his life, but the charge forward on Lanham. A nice Atos. He's going to interrupt the charge. Now Monet forced to run away under the cover of the BKB, but Setsu not able to blink away. Really well done by Faith Beyond. You can see him. He had the orb en route as he came out of the Astral. That prevents the blink away. One of the few things that can do so. And 430, I want to check the flight recap in a second. I believe he was
Sven's still
responsible for a
charged.
hell of a lot of that damage.
It was pretty good. Jug as well. I'm really surprised Puck didn't die.
Yeah.
It looked like he was going to die after he used all of his spells, but it was like the OD got stunned by something, maybe Charge or Inkswell or something. I'm not sure.
Yeah. And then he backed up to the healing ward as well.
Yeah. That was good. Good fight for them. They're still getting crushed. 5K at 20 minutes is pretty
That's
significant.
not crushed. What's the XP at? I bet you it just shifted after that fight.
I'm sure it did because they killed heroes, but I mean, look at quad bounties here.
Let's check out that experience graph.
Good luck, Innocence. Okay, you're fine. You're actually just completely fine.
Can we check out the experience?
I don't know his hotkeys.
It's two on the numpad.
Wow.
See?
Look at that
Look at
little
that.
lump. That
Look
little
at
baby.
that. If
little
that
baby
was a
hump.
roller coaster, you'd be terrified. Maybe not.
You'd be like, oh, never mind. It's just getting ready for the next one. Go away.
Okay.
I meant that to the golden experience graphs, not you.
Thanks.
Yep.
Flyby getting a blink. They want more initiation. Doesn't feel like he can do it by just walking into the fight. They do have 2 different silences that they can just, 3 different silences that they can just put on him and ignore him. So he can't actually rely on the Kraken shell necessarily to always give.
Got it.
Nice job, Kevin.
Thanks.
He did use the BKB, however, to kill off the Spirit Breaker.
Oh.
And mid lane.
Got it.
Whoa!
Where is it? Where is it?
How did that? He just got obliterated.
She turned into dust.
They used all their spells, however, in
Yeah.
the sense that now the ultimate of the Shadow Demon and the Sven is on cooldown, but they will take out a tier 2.
How did they get that kill?
They just ran at him. They just A-toast and ran at him.
I guess so, yeah.
I know.
all
You know
had was
why? He
Yules,
got
right?
purged. As soon as you get purged as DP, you're dead with no BKB. You come out of Yules
yeah.
immediately.
That's true. No defensive mechanisms. It's literally just the Atos is what guaranteed her death, more or less.
Nobody was
That's
there
crazy.
to. Well, nobody was even nearby to help either. That was a risky spot. 430 probably thought that more people were top after the SB died. It's a natural move, right? One of your teammates dies elsewhere on the map. You think, okay, there's probably more enemy heroes there.
Mm-hmm.
I should be more aggressive on the lanes that aren't the one where the hero just died.
Yeah.
But
So you'll
it
push
was
hard.
just a solo kill.
Well, it's even worse now because Sven's got Blink, so he's going to be able to kind of set these up himself now.
That's why I think it's a really big reason why these like Lesh, Lina, Death Prophet heroes.
Smoke pop, but they're going to fight anyway. Monet getting charged up. A lot of damage coming out. The Grimstroke ultimate will latch, but there's just not enough damage. There's no jug. There's no puck, there's no jug, there's no damage. They're going to coil defensively, but Y will pay the price. Xingqiu will escape with the charge towards top, but just getting too frisky right now on the side of EHOME. But you can't blame them. If you look at the gold, passively, as the minutes drag on with no action, RNG are just farming more of the map. It's one of the downsides of DP. If you can't use your ulti to go find fights in towers, you start to fall off.
Yeah. Well, Puck has been able to slow push a little bit, but it's still taking him a long time to get decent farm.
You can see what he's got queued up. An Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah, I mean, he's got his Yules with his Blink, but I just...
That's got to be
not
the
sure.
turning point for them. This game, the Ags on the puck. Otherwise, I don't know what other timing they have. Sven's going to stay ahead of the Jug for the rest of the game. The Death Prophet's probably going to be behind the OD for the rest of the game. So unless they get that fight that we were talking about earlier where Sven pops stuff, but they cleanly disengage because of Ag's coil, then I don't know what else they do. The puck was the right pick for the lane. The question was the same one that I asked, like, how do you survive the chain stun?
Mm-hmm.
And puck is the answer to that, but is puck the right answer for the rest of this game?
Oh, and I'm anticipating
sure.
the creep wave go. Misses the Atos. Oh, good Yules. Oh. Double Yules. And Blink.
Is this a kill?
He's got Blink. Gets the Blink away.
I don't think it's a kill anyway. Lan M just had no mana left.
That's true.
They had to leave the Pulse Nova on the whole time.
Yeah, just the concern. It's like the same as last game with the hero, with the roles or team slipped rather, where the Sven just gets ahead and starts to seem to take over the map. Hang on, we got action. BKB popped on the OD, and yeah, tries to TP out in front of him, but there's an Astral available. That's just not going to work out.
There have been like so many BKBs just for one core to kill a support this game. It's actually incredible.
Yeah. Can we check out the timers real fast? What we got left? Only 24
OD's on
minutes in.
7 right now, which is insane. We're 24 minutes in. Sven is at 8. Did I say Sven for OD? OD's at 7.
Yeah.
Sven is at 8. And that's going to be the last one for the Radiant team.
Hey, DP's got a fresh one.
A fat
10 seconds. It's necessary, but...
Jug's at 5.
What? You trying to be funny?
Did he take the talent? When do you get the spin
Not yet.
duration talent? What level?
Oh, he did. He did take it.
Wow. The Blade Flurry movement speed.
Which is, it's actually pretty good with Mjolnir. Pro tip, guys, when you're spinning, you can't actually do right-click damage, but you can proc effects.
You can proc any mod, yeah.
So you can spin and right-click, and you have a 25% chance to zap out lightning. Same with the Fusel
Wow.
Blade. You could do the mana burn, that kind of a thing.
Bash.
It's pretty cool.
Cleave.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a good way to farm. Kind of curious why he did that this game, though. Over attack speed. I mean, he's got movement speed and Blade Fury movement speed. I mean, he probably should get the 10 armor, right? Because he has to deal with the Sven late game.
Yeah.
But 100 Blade Fury DPS is quite a lot.
I think if you get the move speed, you're taking the DPS too, right? But yeah, I agree. 10 armor is
What if you
kinda
went
necessary.
What if you went the full meme build with the Radiance E-Blade this game?
He could, I guess, but
What if he did?
I mean,
What if he had?
the armor's kind of useless against OD as well, so maybe he does go the meme.
Yeah, well, this is your typical 25-minute Dota 2. Radiant goes top, Dire goes bottom. Both sides try and take down the enemy tier 2. You'd really like to pick up Jug 18 on EHOME. He's close to it. And you can assume that there will be a fight around this Roche pit very soon. Level 20 on Monet did go for the 25% lifesteal talent, so very formidable in a man-on-man smackdown. Speaking of smackdown, you guys like wrestling?
What kind of wrestling, Kyle?
Wrestling. you
Private
know.
wrestling or?
Smackdown, Raw, WWE.
I think it's cool, but I haven't watched very much of it. This was not a part of my childhood or anything.
I saw some of the toys when I would like hang out with kids when I was in grade school. People would have like, oh, there's like Stretch Armstrong isn't a WWE character, but you know, it's like the same kind of principle.
He's in that space.
It's imaginary.
Oh, is that a hex on the OD? Oh boy.
Whoa.
Whoa.
He is. I love this new build. I always got I mean, you can insert Kai in there if you'd like. I've seen that and I'm fine with it. But I've seen a lot of ODs picking up like Hurricane Pikes and Midases and just weird stuff. When at the end of the day, Blink, Hex, BKB, yeah, you are an insanely powerful hero that can almost certainly kill any hero on the map by yourself.
It's like more, you're basically trying to be Ember Spirit rather than trying to be like a Spectre or hard carry, you know?
Yeah.
It's like actually set things up for the enemy.
Yeah. You can go win the game, not just farm more items.
It's the best way to guarantee that you are useful in a team fight, right? You're not going to get silenced or halberded or anything like that. And you're definitely going to get some auto attacks and your ult out. And you're not going to immediately get countered by BKB because you've got Hex. Very sensible.
That's a very good point.
So you like wrestling, Kyle?
Oh, no, I was just asking if you did.
Oh. Okay.
I'm trying to learn about you.
Let
You know,
me-
it's our last day.
Yeah. Let me
Last day together here.
try to
Casting
pick a
the
random
China
topic that I know nothing about and ask you questions about it.
I mean, sure, but you can't force creativity, so don't expect me to have something special in response.
Kyle, how do you flirt with women?
Hit alt. Show me that alt TP status. EHOME, do you have TPs? Are you here to get in here?
The glyph is popped.
All right.
Charge coming out onto Monet. He's got the BKB AC ready. This is a huge timing for RNG. 10k gold ahead. And at 28 minutes, they are going to threaten the tier 3. It looks like it will fall. Big silence coming out. Healing ward already popped, but whoa. No. RNG, they just back away. Even with the Aegis already available on Setsu. Like that decision.
good
Keep
decision.
your Aegis on the hero with save.
They see them going mid. They could set up for this.
Oof.
No? Back to bottom?
Monet charged once again. They're going to do their best
back
to deal with him.
bounce.
Faith Beyond, he'll initiate on the backline supports, but they've got to get on top of them if they want to win this fight. 4:30, moving forward to disrupt. Lanham will pay the price. He's got buyback, however. Would not be surprised to see him use it. Afu on the escape.
Prophet.
Just kidding. He's dead. Ravage out on 2. Spirit Breaker, he's the next target. Death Prophet is dead. No buyback, no ultimate. And yep, there you go. Both supports of RNG immediately buying back into the fray as they continue to try and press their advantage.
That was cool how they played that. Sat back, used their BKBs, and then just went on Death Prophet right away. Like, Death Prophet got to about half BKB, and then they just Shadow Demon ult leader so that she couldn't get away with the retreat. And then they were able to score the kill.
Oh, Blink spin forwards from Never End. He does not have the talent, however, but he does have a bit of move speed, but I don't know if this is what you're going for. He pops the BKB with the Mjolnir already up on him. Sheepstick is available on the OD. Faith Beyond's going to have to be careful. Monet with the double stun. Cleaning it up, and oh, yep, there's the Hex. Puck dead immediately. 2-shot Grimstroke. Setsu out of control.
Or a Jug.
Rax dies.
Oh, you had to TP back for safety. So hard. Jug's damage is definitely really lacking there. The amount of time it took for him to even kill the Shadow Demon was just stupid slow.
And oh my god, there's 32 stacks on this OD. He's just moving forward.
He's got his ult still.
Oh, gets silenced. Has the Hex. They're going to go back in here, folks.
He doesn't have a night vision. There's a charge.
Setsu's thinking about it. He's got Hex, pops the BKB. Moving forwards, Grimstroke dead again, no problem. And now this Death Prophet could be the next target. It looks like it might be over soon, folks. 3 heroes on the deck. EHOME desperately trying to find Sanctuary underneath their own tier 4s.
And
430.
Okay. Playing it really safe.
I think you're fine with this, though. I mean, you still have the Aegis for another minute and a half. Setsu, 32 stacks. You've cleared up 1 Rax, going for the second. Once again, Never End blinks forward, but immediately has to spin away. Sven ultimate up and ready along with the BKB. Ravage down for 40 seconds, but it might not be needed. Coil out, 430. 5-man silence. Do not have ultimate, however, and Monet moves forward. Kabam! Kaboink! 2 dead. 2 Rax gone.
God.
GG called. EHOME's done.
The game just ended.
That's it.
Like, so quickly. They had great laning stage stuff going on. I mean, they kind of went greedy items and stuff, but Lanham getting the Atos really quick was huge. He's able to score puck kills. He's able to score DP kills on the mid lane. They got Aegis really easily. It just felt like they didn't really ever get contested by EHOME in a huge way in team fights. There's like a couple good fights, but they just always played a little better.
The last 2 picks for EHOME versus the last 2 picks for RNG. Like the impact that RNG had, the OD actually felt like he could kind of be a game winner. The Death Prophet was just sort of a, we need something to fill this spot in our draft. We've picked Puck off lane, so mid kind of has to do some damage. We kind of want some more tempo, but then it just didn't really feel like it ended up doing all that much.
Well, and I loved your point about OD's itemization. That he's the kind of hero. A lot of people with the changed orb adding the splash damage, some of the changes to equilibrium have been playing this more as a farming hero. But in this game, he itemized so that when he got that BKB Aegis on lane, he was the strongest hero in the game.
For sure. And they got so much farm on the Sven. Sven Shadow Demon is something that other teams have shown. I don't even think the Shadow Demon, like, he didn't stack as hard as he could have. He didn't get the Shadow Poison super early. The first 2 points were Disrupt and Catcher. But they couldn't really contest. And to be honest, I don't think they looked totally comfortable playing with the puck either. They picked it because they felt like they had to, otherwise their offlaner was just going to die. But was Faith Beyond actually useful in this game? I don't know.
He did his best to be useful, but
he tried, yeah. But
Sven's big jump around the 10-minute mark when he cleared the camps and just kind of catapulted in the lead.
It's exactly what Nahas talked about, right? You can actually see we're about 10 to 12 minutes every time. There's just a spike, and then all of a sudden, the Sven growth trajectory just ramps up. Like, you literally see it in the graph. And
the jugs here.
It's linear for far too long because he needs the Maelstrom before he really sees a spike in terms of how fast he's farming through creep camps and jungle spawns. So
it also felt like Grimstroke never really got to have a game. Normally, Inkswell's a big deal, but they got their BKBs really fast, and there was a Shadow Demon. So even if they didn't have their BKBs, they could just disrupt the guy.
And
then
OD. So.
And the OD, yeah. Shadow Demon and OD. It's like Grimstroke didn't get to do anything.
Yeah, we talked about that during the draft, the idea of the double save against the Grimstroke. It felt really good because that's a hero that I don't know that we've seen a lot of answers for in the pro ranks. He's always felt at least decently impactful in most of the games.
That's a really good point. And unrelated, you asked me a question. What was it? I wanted to.
Can we go to break? That was it. No, I don't remember.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Well,
are we done?
Alan?
All right. That sounds good. We now know our grand finals in the Chinese Dota region. Not too big. Biggest surprise as RNG, the team that missed out on a DPC invite by bare inches, will face up against upstart, very surprising CDEC in a best-of-5 finals. This will close out the TI9 qualifiers. You will not want to miss it, so stay tuned. We will be right back.
multiple places, guys.
Okay, I lied. Get donuts. Get donuts.
All right. Let's go
Donuts.
donuts.
Get some donuts. All right.
All right.
What kind of donut?
I want. Oh
I-
my
Oh,
god.
they have specialty
Go down.
donuts?
Scroll down. Scroll down. Scroll down. The specialties. Holy
Sure.
crap.
Velvet, cream cheese,
Reese's
ice.
Wow.
Oreo donut?
Oh my god. Can we
Chocolate
get
s'mores.
just
s'mores
get one of
donut.
each. Just get one of each.
All right.
Get me a red velvet donut.
Chocolate
for
s'mores.
show.
Add to order.
Reese's
Reese's,
Oreo.
yep.
Oh yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Red
velvet
Yep.
now. Yes.
Okay.
Maybe more than one of those.
Reese's peanut butter chunks.
Okay.
That sounds pretty good.
Perfect.
Nutella almond tray. That sounds really good too.
All right. We may
What
need
about-
more than
what
one
else is
red
up?
velvet because
Cookies and cream.
5 seconds.
got tier
remaining.
5s, and then everybody else.
Dire team. Let's
Yeah,
pause. I'm
that's
sure
kind of the 5-tier position has just been condensed the last few years. It's been one of the smaller hero pools, but again, we've started to see the importance of captains as what.
That's nothing.
Okay.
Got him.
You know,
Got
someone
me.
in chat was just like, "Whoa." Oh, okay.
Oh.
They missed the whole draft.
10
Yeah.
seconds
Sorry, that's
We would do that.
We took a long time to get Kevin's animal.
The taper
taper.
was. Oh man, it was GG.
I should have
you-
guessed it. T goes from tapeworm to taper.
Oh, I didn't even mean to do that.
Radiant team ban.
That would
You
be
guys
solo,
are
though.
just in each other's
It
heads.
sounds like tapeworm. You guys would have been mad about that for at least 2 minutes.
I would not be upset to use all 3 of my bans on 4 positions as RNG.
Where? Okay,
I think you take away James.
We need
and
to try this
there
again.
you go.
Okay, yeah, there we go.
I think you take away James, and you take away a lot of what CDEC has been able to do in these games.
Yeah, but by the same token, Lanham's also been looking really good.
Oh, yeah.
This
Oh, yeah.
series is definitely a big battle of the 4 positions.
10 seconds
CD's probably
remaining.
coming in with a little bit more confidence. They did win the semifinal matchup
seconds remaining.
between these two
Turn it
teams. That was a 2-0. I mean, we cast that one.
Hey Kyle, do you think it's important that this O-ring was removed from the emergency stop button? Usually those are important.
I don't know. Has
Watch your own
I don't
ring.
think there's ever been
Dire
a scenario
teams
where.
turned ban.
An O-ring mattered. Probably right.
You know what's interesting? 'Cause I was reading there's this thread about because you know HBO's Chernobyl was like super good. They're like, hey, what disasters / accidents would you want them to cover next? The Challenger was up there. It's a shame too because really the O-ring was a big problem. They launched in terrible weather conditions. And multiple engineers.
I'm old enough that I remember that all 3 4 position bans.
Have you guys heard the story that Big Bird was almost on the Challenger? There was supposed to be
Dire
like a
teams turned
promotion where they were going to send Big Bird to space as a, you know, as a,
Radiant teams turned
you know, promoting education and whatnot. That would have been a really weird timeline. But anyway,
There's this AA hero
let's
again.
talk about this draft.
Yeah, all right. I just think that that's so much a better first phase pick. I'm not as confident.
Are RNG still going to go for their Tide?
Sure.
Yeah, okay.
All right, so now the drafts are finally like making predictable sense.
Well, this is like a battle of concepts, right? This is RNG. They have this Tide Hunter concept. They want it in the first phase. It's giving them certain things that they like in their draft, being able to move them into the jungle and stuff like that. They seem to like it against the Wraith King. The first game in these best of fives are always so interesting because it like somebody's concept wins out, and then they have the advantage going forward from
5
there. Because if
seconds remaining.
DEC win this game, we could come right back to here in game number 2, same drafting position. They take the Grim Wraith King, but RNG are now like, okay, well they beat our concept. We have to do something other than the Tide Hunter.
Although this is more than just today, right? This is part of the first couple times that we saw Wraith King look really exploitable. And this region was when got Tide picked against him, and you saw him get gushed in lane, and you really felt the impact of that very, very low armor. I mean,
It's true.
Wraith King is often a hero that we think of as a very self-sufficient laner, and we've seen him get bullied out of lane in these qualifiers.
It's interesting that that's like the vector
seconds
that
remaining.
people have attacked to kind of bully him. Because there's actually not
5
that
seconds
many.
remaining.
It's not that many armor reduction heroes for the early game, right? Thinking about it, there's like Venge, Tide.
Yeah, I mean, Gush is such a value ability.
It's so
Yeah, it
good.
really is. It's become amazing.
It's a 40% slow, 4 seconds. Minus 4 armor. 10 damage?
It's not 4, is it?
It's 4 every level.
It is.
Oh, no, sorry. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Ban.
Yeah,
Really?
look
That's
at
really
Kevin's
I know it
face.
starts 4 level 1.
Yeah, dude.
Pull it up for
Pull
me.
it up.
Yeah, let's go check this out.
Check the tape.
That seems nuts.
Radiant teams turned to ban.
4.
4.
Yep.
God.
Remember people used to
Wow.
skip that? I do.
Yeah.
4-second duration, 40% slow, 110
You
damage.
just straight up second phase ban AM.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What do you do? What are you looking at darks here?
No, you got a
Want
Wraith King.
Storm?
And it's
okay, all right.
RNG. I
Wraith
really
King's enough to,
when you're playing against Monet, you think about the hyper carries. That's just how it goes.
Okay.
more still pool,
True.
and they have the
5 seconds
They banned
left.
Axe too, which is going to believe the trolls in the run. Did you know Axe in this qualifier is the only hero that in the top 20 most picked that has, over 65% win rate?
Yep.
Yeah,
that's
it's very strong.
I think a lot of people at the major looked at basically Mind Control was the only one playing that hero for a while,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden people, and they were picking it 5th.
Yeah, people are changing the build as well. That's always a sign that there's something unexplored about a hero, then that they can potentially come back into the meta, where like people are getting more points in battle hunger now, and we're seeing that.
Well, just so with the way that side lanes are being played around wave cutting, it's just so annoying. Like you can't. What does winning a lane against Axe mean? It basically means that you have to have something to disrupt him just pulling waves all over the damn map.
Is Wraith King flex anymore? It feels like he's only position 1, right? The position 3 Wraith King seems to have disappeared. It's greedy.
Yeah.
But I'm just wondering if that's something that you can consider if you've got this, like, oh, they're beating our Wraith King. Like, imagine if RNG now, they do go for the Troll or one of these other heroes that would think of as potentially being a Wraith King counter.
Well, there's only one now, but here's the big thing, right? Wraith King, the position 3 Wraith King, it exacerbates the biggest problem with position 1 Wraith King, and that's that a lot of the time, you don't really have 2 lives. Yeah. Because if you die too far out of position, you're just going to die again. So reincarnate is... saying that Wraith King has 2 lives is often pretty deceiving if he gets caught too far out.
5 seconds remaining.
It's a rough pick, though. This makes the AA even more valuable. It just kind of continues to demonstrate what this hero's first picked. You have Doom.
What if they just
super regen, and it's shut down. Like,
why not just go more right now?
Can CK again?
All right,
or Sven. Okay.
What's up, Kip?
I was just thinking it's all melee heroes right now for CDEC, so maybe a Razor could be good too.
Timber.
AA?
I just
no for RNG.
It's a Doom?
I don't believe Timber. Yeah, that's a good point. Doom is definitely good against.
Oh, they already have tied anyway. What am I saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so then
He's been their mid too. But
Kyle, give me a break, dude.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Alan. I didn't mean to
CDC 4 or 5 here.
Actually, you shouldn't apologize like that as at home. You should say, I'm sorry for what I did, not I'm sorry for how I made you feel. Because that just makes you look like a dick.
Yeah,
you're not really apologizing. You know what I mean?
That actually is true. I will absolutely get bored with you with that.
Yeah. Because somebody's be like, oh, I'm sorry I offended you. It's like, well, you're not really sorry for anything.
I have a bad habit of doing that. I'm sorry you are offended. That's a bullshit apology.
It is.
Very good, Kyle.
So I'm sorry that actually, I'm not sorry.
I just knew that was coming. I was waiting for it. All right. So, again, you got to wonder whether you just go ahead and take your mid here, because...
Do you TA? Nah, you said.
If they want OD,
why not?
They got to take it.
I was going to go there.
OD and Doom is tough, though.
It is tough, but if they...
Why did you get off the TA train?
People just don't seem to like the hero anymore.
No, I mean, with the deny mechanic taken away, it's a lot harder. I think Kunk is still a thing.
Yeah, maybe Puck. Nah.
I don't like Kunkka because their other heroes are too tanky. Doom Wraith King. I'm not sure it's useful enough.
You can Lash. I actually really like Lash.
Yeah, I think Lash is okay because they're all.
No one's gonna pick Nugget this qualifier, are they? Looked good in SEA.
You could Brood too if you're not afraid of a last pick. It's a pretty good Brood game. But I think Lash. I just think it fits your draft. Yeah. It's just you have damage from the AA. You've got 2 frontline strength here. Tons of stuns. It just makes sense.
They're just doing the exact thing CDEC did. They're just picking something that can potentially go mid. They're trying to keep the draft open for as long as possible.
It does feel like the first time this is a higher qualifier where we can actually like analyze the draft as it happens.
Yeah.
Where it's like there's a flow to it.
There's definitely like a rally going on here. There's a shot and a response and a shot. We'll see who gets the better of it.
It's weird too because in the past the drafting in the Chinese region is often very predictable.
See, like if they wanted,
drafting in these has been very.
If they wanted the OD, they had to take it because it's still good against Wraith King. It's hard against Doom, but if you get a blink and you've got other heroes that can like go and force fight, and then OD can come in late, I think it's still going to be the case.
Don't give up completely on Brood pick. That could very well be a James Lush.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
No.
I hope it's not though. I think
I
he's
agree.
way better on active heroes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. Does he play Earth Spirit?
Everyone plays Earth Spirit.
Yeah.
It's a pretty nice.
What's the best position for this game?
I think Earth Spirit is the sort of easy answer.
There's like a shaker as well.
It's good. I really like Shaker.
They have a lot of things to like set up. We saw that one
I like
Lanham game
Shaker.
where he was running around like, Fisher into cold feed into a follow-up stun.
I think there's too much stuff that can't. I think we're going to build
yeah,
Radiant. Don't worry about Scorched Earth.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not easy to get in this game.
They're
Dire
really
is
using up the last of their 0 time. Oh, they banned the Venomancer. Okay.
Interesting.
Both teams are thinking super hard when they get that one up. And like we just said, the first game of this best of 5 matters a lot. BO5 are always super cool because they develop their own internal meta.
If they ban Venom, there's got to be a reason for this Venom ban. Makes me wonder if this is if they are getting.
They're gonna play a
10 seconds
Tonka or
remaining.
something.
Yeah,
And then maybe.
What hero are you worried about
5
protecting from
seconds
Venom?
remaining.
TA.
I mean,
We already threw out.
It is good against Sven and Tide. Like,
Oh, Sven, of course.
It
You're
is good
protecting
against
Sven.
those.
They're gonna
heroes.
Shaker. They're gonna Shaker, guys.
You think so?
It's like Shaker Sand King.
Sand King's okay. I like Sand King better than Shaker.
Radiant team's turn to
What do
pick.
they,
Wow, they
they did it.
All right.
All right.
I did not.
Knew that RNG were going to do it. They were willing to let them have it, and now they're planning on beating it here with those two.
I mean,
heroes.
this is a game where first team to get pipe on its offlaner has got a pretty big advantage, right?
I think that it's more BKBs than pipe. I also don't think Doom's gonna buy a pipe. I think they're gonna get 3 BKBs. The thing about it is that Razor last pick, when you have 3 excellent heroes, all cores that you can drain, a huge advantage. And I just think RNG need to play better to win, which is something that I think will be difficult.
Look
because
at
CDEC
those
is better team.
odds. That.
Yeah.
All right,
baby.
Did it even.
That's what I'm talking
All right.
about.
Even a really cool draft.
But I think it's you're kicking out now.
I'm sorry, Kyle. It's time to say goodbye.
Well, fun guys.
Oh well.
Four downs going in both directions. What can they actually find? Doom holding his skill point. Doesn't want to commit anything just yet. They get the link over from Monet. It looks like he might be the one going down. Right fire blast soon. Land him with the stun, opening up the space. But Eve dodged it. Can they finish this one more touch?
Ooh.
Monet living actually.
I
Two
thought they had
very. Okay, how does the bouncer in battle go now? Everybody scatter.
I think it just goes 2 and 2, right?
CDEC got the better of that, but they're not crazy fast. And
I thought he'd had that. He had a really nice little stutter step to telling that play to stay off or just split Earth, but not quite enough with the level 1 stun.
They stacked the stroke
This
fade
ain't
and
no
the Wraith King stun as well.
Yes.
But I genuinely thought they would be able to.
I thought they had enough, yeah. Like Lena's got boot.
Yeah, that helped a lot. I'm a little surprised they chose to fight that one, but worked out fine. The low HP heroes run back to the fountain. They're going to TP back out on the map, so they don't actually lose that much other than time.
But if they die,
bounty won't bounty.
if they die, whoever, everyone's going up. Okay, they're rotating.
That's a good point.
RNG want, so they're walking flyby to top. They're bringing their tri-lane down bottom. Tri-lanes are terrifying. Like both tri-lanes have so much kill potential against the offlaner.
I think Grimstroke should have gone Inkswell in that first fight.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Tough call. He might have been thinking that they just wanted to. He wanted to just get the slow on everybody and then disengage. Maybe then they saw an opportunity to actually kill because the AA came really far forward.
That's true.
Afu, I'm really surprised that the AA got caught by the Wraith Fire Blast there.
going to be keeping my eyes squarely on the CS battle on the mid. Because we haven't seen a lot of this lane since we're talking with
Yeah, just going.
Struggle Fig did so much damage.
Can they finish it off? Lands from
just
James.
barely.
All right, that's first blood.
And that's the Boots first James on every hero.
And then
Enables them to get in position for the LSA.
and I look at this and I'm like, dude, he's got a magic stick already, and I just think like when he gets arcane boots, his game is so good.
Yeah.
As a support Lena, if you can get that really quick.
I'm interested to see if it gets the Fire Soul at level 2. Seeing it a little bit more from the position for it, you know. It's nice. You've only got so much mana, right? And like Fire Soul is just free value for you casting your spells. Still more lane swap happening. James now TPing bottom, and neither team willing to keep the full Tri versus duo going for too long. Do we have small camps blocked? This one's been blocked by the Radiant.
Bottom.
This is available.
Yeah, you're fine. Target.
That's fine.
Got some good damage though.
He did go for the point Fire Soul. I mean, he's only got one more stun with 6 charges.
Yeah.
So regen top. Sam. Ground.
That's the mark of that's what the good teams do. They get something out of that laning transition. James was careful not to show too early, so he's able to get at least a decent amount of harass onto the AA.
A lot of lanes are just wars of attrition.